Hello, I'm going to be playing the new Evolved Goblin Cage in the decks that I think it'll go best in. So let's hop into the game here. The first deck is going to be Royal Giant Cycle. However, instead of the Evo Skellies, we now have the Evo Cage in here. And instead of the Phoenix, we have the Hunter. I think this deck could be really good. I'm not sure if Hunter or Phoenix will be better. I kind of just want to try out Hunter after the buff. So yeah, let's hop into the game here. So they're using a Tesla. It will not do anything against the Royal Ghost unless they play something else. So this is not very high up on Path of Legends. I've only played one game on Path of Legends so far, so the gameplay's not going to be very I can't talk today. Won't be very spectacular. So this person seems like they might actually just take a lot of damage here. They are not really in a great spot. Okay, yeah, that looks like that's going to be near tower down, if not tower down. And yeah, that looks like... Oh, and the firecracker got taken out. So yeah, really easy games. This game should be over pretty quickly. I do want to test out the new Evolved Goblin Cage though, so I'm not gonna just cut to the end of this match. Okay, so I'll just ghost in the back. Okay, I'm up quite a bit of elixir because they're not responding. They give up. Okay, no, they have not. So I think the Evolved Goblin Cage is going to be a really strong evolution. I'll try it right here. It's not going to be very great in this. Oh, wait, it pulled the Hog Rider. Oh my gosh, the Hog Rider went closer to the tower. It's not anything huge. It's just, I think that I showed how not to place the Evolved Goblin Cage. Okay, so I'll use a Royal Giant to snipe out the Tesla. And I want to fireball the Firecracker, but it might not be... I'll just do it. I think even if they do somehow manage to take my tower, it won't be game over. Let's go for a Fisherman here. Might have played it... No, that's a good time. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, this game should be over. Kind of want to cycle a Goblin Cage to show the evolved one again, but let's go for a Royal Giant in the pocket and log. Oh my gosh, and we hit the Tesla. Okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry to this person, but yeah, I don't think they have any chance of coming back. I just played really well, and the evolved Goblin Cage didn't actually do much. I just think that okay, that was a bad Fisherman. Okay, I don't need to play very well when I'm up this much, but anyways, yeah, this is gonna be a game, so see you in the next match. Okay, hopping into the next match, we have this quick cycle Archer Queen Royal Hogs deck. This deck was actually really good when Archer Queen first came out, and it actually used to have the Goblin Cage in it, so I think that it will be really good now that Goblin Cage is in evolution, because you used to have to put the evolved Ice Spirit in. I personally think Fire Spirit's a bit better, which is why I have it, because Fire Spirit Delivery does take out Skelly Dregs and Flying Machine. And the next deck I'm going to show will have Flying Machine, and I think it'll be really good. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's why I have the Fire Spirit in here. You could use any spirit instead of the Heal Spirit. And okay, wow, Archer Queen already getting a pretty good lock. I don't have much for this mini P.E.K.K.A, but if I just go for my Evolved Goblin Cage here, then yeah, so I think that the Evolved Goblin Cage is going to be really good at just being placed on the board and taking out whatever they play in the back. I think it kind of it's like a better version of the Goblin Cage because you can bank elixir like the Goblin Cage normally does for you, but now it will actually take out units they play. So it's just going to be great at banking elixir, in my opinion, but I could be very wrong about that. I'll just go for the Royal Delivery here and go for another shot of Royal Hogs at 5. Yeah, so their Prince isn't actually going to do very much against the Royal Hogs. And they do put bats down, but I still have a Queen ability available, so I'm going to play it before the Prince can charge and Skeletons to distract. Wow, Archer Queen's also kind of underrated right now. It kind of fell the meta as soon as Cannoneer became popular again, but Queen is still really strong in my opinion. So I'll just go for an Earthquake plus Log. And yeah, the Evolved Goblin Cage is also so good on defense against tanks. So it's just going to be so valuable. And that was actually a pretty nice pre-airs by them, but it won't really do much. I'll just go for a Goblin Cage, and that's exactly what I mean. It'll just stay on the field and bank you Elixir. And unlike the normal Goblin Cage, they can't really play much into it unless it's air. So yeah, there's gonna Mother Witch and Firecracker. I'll just Log here and Earthquake. And okay, that's Tower down. I should have logged the Mother Witch, but it shouldn't be too tough to defend. I'll go for a Fire Spirit to make sure the Firecracker doesn't hit my tower. Queen ability, Skeletons to distract the Mini P.E.K.K.A, and perfect defense. So that should be a good game, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, so the next deck is Splash Yard, which is probably going to be one of the best decks this season because it's good against Cannoneer, which is, I don't know if it'll still be the best tower troop this season, but it was the best tower troop last season, and it did not get nerfed. And okay, not the best Firecracker. I'll just go for a NATO on that. And also, Ice Wizard is getting a very huge buff. So I think the Ice Wizard, yeah, okay, I think the buff is out, because that did a lot of splash. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly if it's buffed yet. I'm pretty sure it is, though, based on the splash damage it just dealt. But Ice Wizard, after the buff, splashes, has a 50% more splash with each attack. So I think that Ice Wizard is going to be really good this season. And this Splash Yard deck used to actually run Goblin Cage before Tombstone was very good. But now, with Evolved Goblin Cage, you finally have a second Evo that actually works with this deck. You used to have to fit in Evolved Bomber, which would actually just give your opponent King activations. But now you actually have a second Evo, which is going to make this deck a lot better this season. Okay, so I'll go for a Tornado on the Hog Rider. With that placement, you can activate King Tower, even if it's on the corner here. Okay, so I've got a Night Counter push in. I kind of want to Ice Wiz and Graveyard, but I don't think I will. Actually, no, I'll just set up an Ice Wiz in the back. I'm actually not very good with Splash Yard. I don't play it very often, so this might be the not the best gameplay of the video, but I'll see what I can do. So I'll just go for a Barb Barrel here. Don't know if that actually, okay, it didn't hit the Little Prince, but we've got so much stuff on the map, so I'm just gonna Graveyard, Poison, and oh my gosh, the Brawler's on tower. Yeah, so I don't really like that it has that extra HP. I think that they should take it away from it. But still though, you saw there, that Goblin Brawler plus Graveyard just dealt so much damage. And that's why the deck works so well together. You can just stack troops at the bridge and slip a Graveyard, and your opponent can't really do much. So I'll Knight up high like this, and I'll just Ice Wizard, and then I think I'll Graveyard with this. First I'll Barb Barrel on the Firecracker, and now I'll Graveyard. I could just Poison, I just want to Graveyard, but placed really poorly. Okay, so not the best Graveyard placement, by the way, but still we managed to take tower because they didn't have much. And yeah, I think this deck will be definitely one of the best next season, or this season. And see you guys in the next match. Okay, so the next deck here is going to be Golem beat down with Lightning. So I'm trying the Golden Knight out in here. I don't know. I feel like Golden Knight has been pretty bad for a while, but I think because a lot of the overpowered cards got nerfed, it might be a bit more balanced compared to everything. But we'll just have to find out. Golden Knight has been very good in Golem for quite a while, so that's also another reason why it's in here. So starting off the game, the Goblin Brawler is getting a lot of damage. And also, that Firecracker came down really late, so Okay, so I assume they did not have much elixir. Looks like I will take pretty heavy damage because of that mistake. It's not great, but I can go for an evolved goblin cage here to save my tower, hopefully. Okay. Okay, that was pretty bad. Yeah, I think I should have chilled there. The deck's already not great in single elixir. But I should take tower, and I think in a 2-tower game, it'll be harder for them to punish me for going in for a golem, just because I can defend a lot more cheaply with all towers, or with the king tower and princess tower shooting things. I think I'll just have to... No, that tower's going to fall. I'll just go for a baby dragon in the back. Hopefully that goes towards this side. I could actually go for a pocket golem. I think I'll actually go for a pocket golem. This might be a bit of a mistake, but... Okay, the baby dragon is locked on. Still, I don't think that was the best play ever now that I think about it. I guess it was solid. Okay. I'll just go for a golden knight here. Okay, I should have waited. Yeah, I've not played this deck in... Okay, that was a really bad goblin cage. Yeah, I'm not playing too well here. Okay. I still think I can win, but, just so you know, if you're watching, do not play how I'm playing. I still think I could win because of the deck. Okay, so golem will make it to tower for quite a bit of damage. I might just lightning this firecracker. Okay, pretty bad play on my end. Oh, okay, wait, that was actually not a good dark prince. Okay, that's actually pretty solid. I'll just go for a goblin cage. It will pull in the hog for a little bit. And now the tower targets on the firecracker. Going for a pocket golem. And I don't know how they're going to stop it. Okay, so not the best gameplay, but... Okay, I don't want to speak too soon. Yeah, the golem does make it to tower. That's going to be game. So not the best gameplay on our end, but golem decks just rely on a few good pushes to win. And yeah, pretty easy win aside from the mistakes. So the last deck in the video will be Recruits Royal Hogs. So remember early in the video where I said the next deck would have Flying Machine? Well, I meant the last deck. So here's the Flying Machine deck. So it's, this deck was actually, I mean, it's been good for quite a while. It's this, it's Royal Recruits, Royal Hogs. You have triple spell in here. I know it seems weird, but it's actually, really strong in this deck. I've never been too great with this deck. Yeah, not the best zappies there. But this deck is pretty easy to play. You just have to know how to get value out of your flying machines in specific matchups. I think that's the biggest thing. So I'll just go for recruits here. Also, just the Evo recruits are pretty easy to play. I'll just go for a flying machine in the center. And yeah, the flying machine, like I was saying, you gotta get a lot of value out of it with this deck. And there it took out a princess and a goblin demolisher and forced out an archer queen that I can just defend with, I think I'll just arrows on it. Okay, I was hoping they'd use the ability. Pretty smart of them not to, but I'll just go for Royal Hogs here. I'm okay with it getting on my tower a little bit. And I'll go for a Barb Barrel as well, just to tank for the Hogs. And that's going to be quite a bit of damage, so I think it's perfectly fine that that mortar got all that damage because the Royal Hogs are getting quite a bit of damage back. Okay, I'll just go for Zappies. Yeah, I didn't want to waste my Evo Goblin Cage. That might have been the play, though. Although, something I want to talk about for a second is this person's deck. They've got Mortar, Royal Hogs, Battle Ram. Okay, so they've got a lot of win conditions here. Okay, wait, I'm lagging. Okay, that was actually... That was pretty bad. Yeah, definitely a really bad time to lag. Okay, that's actually really unfortunate. I might have lost because of that. Okay, that's really annoying. Okay, okay, I've got a chance of winning. I don't think got a great one though. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Yeah, it's not. Oh, kind of a bad cage as well. Oh, and bad zappies. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of tilted from lagging out. I'll just fireball here and bar barrel. This might be really bad. Okay, they do not pop the ability. This person's not been activating many queen abilities this game. I'll just go for arrows. And wait, these pigs might take the tower. No, the mortar. Wait, fireball, fireball. Oh, okay, we got it. Oh, okay, that was really close. Okay, so yeah, those are the 5 goblin cage decks that I think will be best this season. If there are any that you think I left out, you can let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.